So welcome again to Simma Dung. You know, this one is dear to my heart because I've got a special guest in the house. Real special guest. I know this lad since he was this, you know, until he's this. I know him when he was a small chef like this, until now he is just this massive chef that's popping on the scene that I think you guys should know, and I really want to highlight this guy. So I'm going to introduce no other person than Jerry, the top chef.
Thanks, Mikey.
It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure meeting you, man. Man, well, I don't even know what to say, man. You're really grown, man.
Yeah.
You're really grown. So Jerry, so today I kind of come up with a nice little idea that I think we're going to work on. It's exciting. We're going to do something very festive.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of requests for something more festive. I know it's not traditional Jamaican, but you know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a pork loin,
Yeah.
and we're gonna wrap it with some streaky bacon from CB chicken.
Cool.
From CB chicken, and then we're gonna do two types of meat. So we're gonna do a supreme or a chicken breast,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna wrap it with the CB again chicken, CB chicken streaky bacon, and then what we're gonna do also, we're gonna wrap it with some basil leaf as well,
Yeah.
you know, so kind of put a little twist to it as well, because Simma Dung, we always try to incorporate different flavors
Yeah.
in our product. Also, I kind of want to plug my sponsor today, which is Ed's Meat Mart and Supplies, and they provide the best meat. And then we're gonna do some, in UK we call it tatty,
Yeah.
so it's roasted potatoes. And it's very traditional in the UK. Then we're gonna serve it with some Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
some
Carrot.
carrots. You guys call it what in Jamaica?
Baby carrots.
Baby carrots. In UK, Chantilly carrots. And then we're gonna do another plating, which is chateau potatoes, or we call it tart potatoes.
Yeah.
You know, so you take a look at it.
Usually 7 sides.
So it's usually 7 side, but you know,
Like
like
a
I said,
barrel.
it's shaped like a barrel. And then, of course, we're gonna finish with our sorrel jus. So the sorrel is from True Juice. And then
Red label.
some red label, real Jamaican style.
Alright. Basically, I'm going to add these to the hot water and bring them to a consistency where I'm working with straight through, but it won't be too soft. It will still be firm on the outside. So I'm doing that right now. So we have boiling water over here already. Try to drain out most of the liquid so we don't cool it down.
So the tatties are done now cooking. Alright, so we give it about 15 to 20 minutes and it should be nice inside. You know, like we said, not to overcook. So, and then we're gonna roast it off. And he'll show you the process in which we're gonna do it.
Basically we line out the bacons. We just line them out. Using fresh basil is always best. They have the dry version, but this one they impact more flavor.
Exactly, so fresh is always the best, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, Jerry, so how does COVID affect your business?
COVID is the reason why I start. So fortunately, persons were at home and couldn't venture out because Portmore was locked down basically. Because I operate from Portmore. And it saw me that couldn't go out and get food. The food of their choice. And I was available to do this at home. And persons know how I cook and know the flavor because I've catered for different functions and so forth. And all I did was just send out a WhatsApp blast and my friends grabbing onto the opportunity, they spread it to their friends and I just started from there, you know.
Okay, interesting.
So basically we use a cling wrap to help fold the meat together, and you can always adjust it, just grab it tight as possible, and then you adjust it to the back and then roll it. Try to get the cling wrap. This is
That's the
like
pro.
a trouble.
See the pro?
And then, you know, just spin. Once you spin, you tie the ends, and here you have it.
So now I'm gonna do the chicken breast. Okay, so I just kind of want to show you other ways in which you could do your chicken breast. Doesn't really need much of a length, so the same procedure. Same thing with the meat. So let's add the basil leaves. I'm gonna add my garlic and onion flake, season, salt, pepper. So same procedure.
Alright, basically I'm going to season the potatoes. A little olive oil. Add some fresh rosemary. Just the leaves will be good enough. And we have some fresh thyme as well. We're just going to strip out the leaves off. All this will add a whole heap of flavor. I mean, smelling it make me want to eat it before you finish. You know, this really nice. Yeah, and we're going to add some garlic cloves to it. This is going to roast off with it. And you don't have to strip it all the way down. Putting it in with the skin is good enough.
Very rustic, yeah?
Yeah, as a roasting, right?
Yes.
And we're going to toss all of this in the spoon and add it to the roasting pan.
Chop a little olive oil. And we're going to
You want to add salt and pepper to it?
yeah, so we add salt, pepper.
That looks nice. We add it to the roasting
And
pan.
we're ready to the roasting pan, so we kind of just flip it just like that, and then we just put it right on the pan. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to, you know, we just keep it very rustic. And then this, we're gonna roast this right in the oven. Now we're gonna make the jus, or the gravy as we call it in Jamaica. So Jerry, you're gonna run them through the process now, what you're gonna do for us to get to that nice lovely sauce.
Alright, basically we're going to deglaze with some sour juice, and after I run it through with this one, I'll use red label. So,
and always guys, just remember, you have to make sure that the pan is very hot. You hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. You know, so you start to have that nice demi-glaze going on.
can turn up some more. I'll just make this deglaze. You want more sauce?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. And then we're gonna add the red label. Let's add the red label straight away, and we just get that reduced down.
Tell me when to start. Some people like it no. Yeah, good.
And that's perfect. So what we're doing now, we kind of let this evaporate, and then we're gonna add the demi-glace, which is made from Nestle.
And it's going to take some time for it to just lift up all of that flavor from on there. It has carrots and all of that stuff. When it tastes nice.
So now, what I'm gonna do basically, I'm gonna pre-poach the pork tenderloin and bring it up to about 50 degrees Celsius. And once we finish, then we're gonna seal it in the pan, but I will show you the other process. So slowly insert, avoid getting spill. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover and let it slow cook. So we don't want it to boil rapidly, we just want it to slowly simmer. So it slowly penetrates until it gets to that 50 degrees Celsius. I think it's 126 degrees Fahrenheit.
Gonna start adding the jus to this and let it reduce. And look at that loveliness. Now we're going to check the consistency. Let it simmer down some more and let everything incorporate. And this should form a nice sauce.
I'm gonna seal off my pork tenderloin, and this is what it looks like. Nicely seal off the pork. I just re-season it with salt and pepper, and then just slowly insert it in the pan, like that. And what you want to do, you just want to slowly let it get some color. I'm also going to add a little butter. That helps to, make it a bit, skin up a bit, the bacon a bit crispy on the outside. As you can see, what Jerry's doing is actually cooking on the top as well, coating that lovely flavor, or we call it basting. You see that nice color? And that's what we're after. So if you look at that, that's what we're after. So now I'm making the stuffing. So I'm doing a cranberry stuffing to accompany my festive season. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with just some very small diced onion. I'm using rosemary. Here's my cranberry. And I'm using Vigo breadcrumbs. So it's a simple process. And I've got some stock as well, which I'm gonna use. I'm gonna add to the breadcrumb mix to soften it. So a little olive oil and everything bang inside. My cranberry, which I'm gonna break down slowly. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna allow this to break down slowly with the onion. So I just want to marry them together. So that's the breaking down. Now I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs and let it suck up all that olive oil. So I want to incorporate everything. Then I'm gonna add my stock. All you want it to do is just like literally form a ball. So here we are, I'm just letting this rest now. So that's the pork and that's the chicken. And we've done two types of chicken, and then here's our stuffing, and then here's our tats. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do the plating, and then we show you when everything comes together what it looks like. Also, that's the gravy that Jerry done, or the Jew, or the glass. That's what it looks like. You know, you really don't want too thick, really nice and light. You know, and very runny. You know, incorporate the flavors. And there we go. So that's our presentation here. So Jerry, what do you think about today, man?
Amazing.
How was it?
Amazing. And it turned out even better than what I imagined.
Exactly. It was really a pleasure working with you today, man.
Yeah, man.
Really a superstar as I expected you to shine today, man. You know, and you know, like I said, you know what I mean, it's always, you know, a nice way that you can always look at plating your Christmas meal rather than just being just traditional stuff. You know, you can always think out of the box, and like I said, it's just simple ingredients. You know, it's just simple ingredients. You know, here's the chicken. You know, it's just a simple chicken breast, but we kind of make it a bit, you know, finesse. You know, we got our stuffing, we got our roasted potatoes, our tatties, and Jerry's idea to make this bacon, you know what I mean, like a roll, and we set the vegetables inside, you know, and it's really nice, you know, Brussels sprouts, shanty, carrots, and some broccoli. And then here we did a chateau potato, or we call it like a turned potato, with our tenderloin of pork wrapped with basil leaf and streaky bacon and the veg. And you know, I need to nick this idea, you know, this Dutch pot idea, you know, and if you look here, you know, it actually works, you know, so it's not just an ornament, you know, so it's nicely keeping hot. And you know, we always do a little sides of veg, so we're just giving you ideas of how you can incorporate things on your table with, you know, your roast potatoes, your vegetables on the side. You know, that's if you want additional stuff. And here we've got our gravy, really nice and tasty. You know, so tell them where they can check you out, Jerry.
Alright, people can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and I usually get real, you'd say, close with the customers, meaning that I get to know them and everything, and usually they have access to me on WhatsApp. And Fridays is when I do my thing, apart from any personal catering, like private chef for the day and so forth. I've done some for the weekend, like Friday into Sunday. But the main thing is jerk on Friday.
Okay, so what's your Instagram, what's your Facebook, what's your...
Alright, for Instagram, Jerry's Jerry Joint. Jerry's Jerry Joint, and you can find the same thing on Facebook. Name Jeremy Wedderburn, you can search for me, you'll find me. Once you see the foods, I am there. And as you can see with that, Jerry's Jerry Joint, you will see this logo on the page and most of the stuff that I do. So, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, no worries, man. It's always a pleasure. And guess what? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave comment. Always check the program. Ask us for ideas. We can pitch it if you find it.
Simma Dung.
Simma Dung.
Simma.